Hey guys, Chris here, back from C&H Small Engine. Got a quick video here for you guys. This will be probably about a 3 or 4 minute video because it's snowing outside right now. I really don't want to get my camera completely wet. I got a Sears Craftsman chainsaw here. Customer brought this thing over here about 4 days ago. Was complaining the machine was like sitting for about 2 to 3 years in his guy's shed, and he hasn't never used it since that time. And he brought it over to us. We checked it out here for him, and the good thing was the cylinder and the bore were perfectly clean, did not have any kind of scoring, and remarkably this guy had about 150 psi in the actual compression for the compression when we did the test over here with our gauge. And because of that, plus the fact that the cylinder is completely clean inside, there doesn't have any kind of scoring, scratching, or any kind of scuffing marks, the machine was definitely worth repairing. What we actually did the machine here today, or I should say this week over here specifically, we installed a new carb assembly, new intake gasket, new fuel lines, because the old fuel lines were completely rotted off. They were like almost black inside there, and they were broken down into the tank. And we had to replace all those lines, plus a fuel filter, the gas cap, new spark plug, and the air filter also had to be replaced on this machine as well too, because it looked like it deteriorated quite badly on it. This machine's a 1998 model year specific, and the fuel, or the actual carb's air filter, was completely disintegrated in there, and you can basically put your finger on it, the thing was basically falling apart. And that's no joke right there, because the actual age of the machine. Because anytime you get a machine that's older like this one right here, you're going to have problems primarily with the fuel lines, the carb, and also the air filter as well too, if the air filter is still intact, because the air filter is affected by gasoline, and the gasoline slowly deteriorates the air filter surface and stuff like that. So always replace your air filter if your air filter starts deteriorating over time. That's the one recommended thing you should always do after I'd say about 5 to 7 years. If you plan on keeping your machine for any length of time out there specifically for that. I'll give you a shot of the actual tag right here as well too. We did have to replace the fuel gas cap right here, because the gas cap was not seating properly, and also the valve was shooting gasoline out here every time we try to prime the thing up as well too. Here's the actual shot of the model number as well too. Model number 358.350460 as well too, guys. I'll give you a shot of the other side here as well too. Here's the other side. 16-inch bar on the machine. It's a 36cc Craftsman chainsaw. Here, I'll give you another shot here, right here as well too. There you go. And we'll go ahead and fire this thing up here for you as well too. So let me bear with me here for a couple seconds. I got to put my camera down here real quick, and we'll get this thing fired up here for you guys. So hold on. Okay, let's get this thing going. Okay, we've got it going here. I'll show you here at idling. We did have to dick around with the carburetor, to say the least, because the factory settings were not good enough on it. We did have to turn up the idle a bit, and we also had to adjust the low speed setting for the carb as well too. So I'll go ahead and gun this thing up here for you guys to see it running. The oiler is putting out plenty of oil on the actual bar, so the oil is perfectly fine for the engine right there. And chainsaw runs great. Got plenty of oil on the actual bar up there. Typically in cold weather, I use like 10W30 full synthetic Mobil 1 oil right here. So anytime you plan on using your machine in the cold environment, I recommend using thin oil so it'll actually stay on the bar right there specifically for that. So machine's idling great. It's ready to go back to customer. No other current problems with the machine. So it's all good right now. It's ready to go back to the customer and they're ready to be picked up today. So a job like this, it typically takes probably about an hour to do from start to finish. Right there, new fuel lines, new carb, new intake gas, everything like that on there. It's typically about $80 to $100 depending on specific type and make out there. This one is relatively cheap to get done right here. So it's running great. It's running like a dream. It's idling okay. And it has a nice crisp throttle as well too. So that's everything about this video and this machine. So if anybody has any comments, questions, whatnot, feel free to leave me a message here and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible, guys. I'll see you. Have a nice day.